National Working Committee of PDP may sanction Damagun Anyangu over Rivers crisis. It is overdue. That is the truth. Because what do they call them? The PDP board of trustees, rather than taking this action, were busy visiting Fubara. Doesn't make sense. So I think these people need to be sanctioned. The only problem I have is that Wike has pocketed the National Working Committee, the National Executive Council, and the Board of Trustees. All of them are in Wike's pocket. He has bought all of them with money, and that is why they can't talk to him. All of them are just making moo like toothless bulldog. News Direct gathered that some leaders of the PDP, including the members of the National Executive Council, were pushing for sanction against Wike. There were indications yesterday that the People Democratic Party, PDP National Working Committee, may sanction the party's acting National Chairman Omar Damagun and the National Secretary Samuel Anyangu over an alleged correspondence to the Court of Appeal, Port Harcourt Division, in respect of Rivers State political crisis. So News Direct gathered that some leaders, are pushing for sanction against Damagun and against Samuel Anyangu for anti-party activities. Okay, so the opposition party's National Working Committee has been divided over the Rivers crisis, thereby pitting Governor Siminalayi Fubara against his predecessor and the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Nyesom Wike. So the 17-member National Working Committee, which presently consists of 12 national officers and 5 national vice chairmen, it was gathered, are currently divided into pro-Fubara, pro-Wike groups, respectively. I know it will happen. So Damagun and Anyangu had purportedly written a letter to the Deputy Registrar Court of Appeal, Port Harcourt, asking the court to disregard a letter from the PDP legal advisor, National Legal Advisor, Kamadin Ajibade, announcing the withdrawal of opposition party in a suit involving 25 members of the Rivers State House of Assembly who defected to the All Progressive Congress, APC, last December. So the letter, which has gone viral, is dated August 15, 2024, and addressed to the Deputy Chief Registrar Court of Appeal, Port Harcourt, and is entitled, "In the Matter of Appeal Number CA-PH 307-2024, People Democratic Party versus Attorney General of Rivers State and 33 others." So in the aftermath of the defection, the Rivers House of Assembly, under the leadership of Jumbo, Victor Oko Jumbo, declared their seats vacant. Nevertheless, the affected members appealed, while some members of the River State, it was gathered, applied to be joined in the suit without the consent of the National Secretariat. A source at the PDP National Secretariat told News Direct that when Ajibade got wind of it, he wrote a letter to the court to discontinue it, that the party was not aware of it. And Damagun and Anyangu now did a letter to counter the National Legal Advisor, which is very bad. And that is a letter that the King Agochinye exposed for everybody to see what these people are doing. So according to them, the move is allegedly in favor of defected members of Rivers State House of Assembly who have been on a war path with Fubara. Consequently, they are demanding that the National Working Committee should invoke Section 58 and Section 59 of the PDP Constitution, which bordered on discipline for anti-party activities, and sanction the duo, just as National Vice Chairman South Dan Obe was sanctioned recently. Exactly. They could go and sanction Dan Obe, but they could not sanction Wike for anti-party activities. They could not sanction the G5 governors for anti-party activities. Now they are talking about sanctioning Damagun and Anyangu. I just hope they are able to do it. But anything that is done without affecting Wike is no job done. because Wike is at the center of it all. Okay, so a member of the PDP told News Direct that party members, including National Executive Council members, have demanded their resignation or that the National Working Committee should invoke Section 58 and 59 used against Danobe and to bar them from participating in the activities of the National Working Committee until the matter is investigated. So the source added that the issue is likely to form part of the agenda which the opposition party NEC meets tomorrow in Abuja to deliberate on issues affecting the party. They should take that away. They will definitely meet tomorrow to discuss, that is today, to discuss that. So they will know their fate when they meet. So many members see the whole thing as embarrassing. National Working Committee has the right to investigate them on behalf of National Executive Council. So a member of the PDP National Executive Council, Kola Ologbodiyan, while appearing on a television program, confirmed that party leaders across the country are consulting over the issue. Ologbodiyan, who described the issue as embarrassing, said it is unthinkable that the acting national chairman and the national secretary of our party would write a letter contravening Section 42, subsection 1 of the PDP Constitution, which confers the authority to choose legal representation for the party on national legal advisor. Repeated efforts to speak with Damagun on the issue was unsuccessful as his phone was switched off at the time of filing this report. Of course, he will switch off his phone. He will not say anything because this King Agochinyere is dealing with them badly. They can't defend it. It is something that he has done, and it's exposed. It's a big shame on them, very big shame. Okay. Where is Alhaji Abubakar Atiku? This is where he ought to show leadership, not when seeking party ticket. Exactly. It is not about Atiku. The governors on the party's ticket must act in unison. Atiku gets involved. Okay, if Atiku gets involved, some people will play out old lines of presidential ticket support to undermine his effort. That is the thing. Presidential candidates actually should not deal with this issue. It is the National Working Committee, the National Executive Council that should actually deal with this issue, and then the PDP Governors Forum. I believe he is fighting from back through proxy because of presidency. I'm telling you, I tire my brother. I don't think a leader should be at the back to fight. He should lead from the front. Wike was everywhere to strengthen the party. Can you imagine? So he should be sanctioned for betrayal of trust and anti-party activities in Rivers State with his national secretary because of bribe from enemies of progressive development in the state. Very bad. This is a good move because Damagun and Wike have conspired to run the party aground, and that is it. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment on this regard.